Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Matthew. The topic of today is Stellar Lumens. This is my top secret crypto that I have in the stash. Now, why am I so big on Stellar Lumens? The reason being is that Stellar Lumens has a few things that caught my attention early on in my crypto adventures. Now, disclaimer, I am not a money manager, I'm not a financial advisor, so please invest at your own risk and do the knowledge and the time to learn the space before you get into any risky investments or assets to own. With that being said, there's a few things that I really like about Stellar Lumens. Now, Stellar Lumens was created in 2014 by Jed McCaleb, who is the founder of Mt. Gox, and he's also the co-founder of Ripple. Now, many people know about Ripple, or the token that is exchanged called XRP that runs on the Ripple protocol, but Stellar is very similar. And the one thing that I really like to start it off with is number one, transaction times and transaction speeds is incredible. Now, if you have a ledger, a cold wallet, or a hardwared wallet, then you'll know that sometimes sending things like Bitcoin can take minutes to even up to hours to send due to the fact that it has to validate. With Stellar Lumens, you're able to quickly send. I can purchase $150 and then hit the send button from Coinbase to my ledger, and the Stellar arrives within less than 10 seconds. That's how quick it is. Number two is the technology behind it. So the fact that it is a great and cheap coin for investors to really get into, I think it has a lot of stability in the fact that it's been around for some time, and there's been a lot of development from 2014 forward. So in the case of a new person into crypto, even though I'm not big on Doge and Shiba, I do believe in getting into lower price point coins and then learning your way in the space. And I think Stellar Lumens allows people to do that. Right now, it's currently trading a little bit over 12 cents. So for the average person, this is affordable for them to own a few Stellar Lumens, and they're able to put $25, $50, $100 in and start to get into this space. So that is another thing. The other point that I'm going to make is the usability. So the use cases for Stellar Lumens. Now, IBM has used Stellar Lumens extensively over the years, testing out cross-border payments, because you know that IBM is a very global company. And you can do the research and check that out, but IBM has been using Stellar within its operations. So it's very interesting to see these multi-conglomerate companies start to utilize this technology. The other thing that I talk about and I've spoken about on this channel is remittance payments. So that is when somebody sends payments from one country to another. So it's very, very easy for a person to be in Brazil and send payments to Sri Lanka and have it end up in less than a minute across seas. It's an incredibly fast pace. And that remittance payments is done and closed same day. So there's no ACH, there's no hefty fees that you have to go with like in Swift where you have to pay penalties. So the old school, legacy financial systems that MoneyGram and Western Union had, where they charged you an incredible fee just to send $100 to your friend in another country, those days are starting to come to an end, thanks to Stellar. Now, Dearborn Madison just announced that they are buying MoneyGram, and Dearborn Madison is a venture capital firm. So their buyout of MoneyGram comes at the same time when MoneyGram is starting to look into Stellar Lumens on how they can send payments. So we are getting away from fees, high fees, and big conglomerate companies are starting to look into this technology as a way to cheaply send money across the world. Now, one of the other highlights is that you can build on top of Stellar. So a lot of people kind of look to Stellar as a way to make different tokens and their ecosystems work. And a famous example of that was Akon using the Stellar Foundation and the Stellar Lumens ecosystem and protocols as a way to create the A coin. And what he's doing is he's creating a coin that allows him to trade within the city he's building. Currently, Akon is building a city in Senegal that looks like Dubai, and it's very futuristic, and Stellar is something that he has been involved with that allows his cryptocurrency to come into play and really change people's lives. There's been a few different instances where Stellar has been used in African countries as well as Asian countries between merchants, because now people that might have traditionally been unbanked or those that are looking for faster payment mechanisms are all able to do it within Stellar. So we're seeing this coin become a huge part slowly of our society. And when I speak to people about Stellar Lumens XLM, they are, diehard people that love it. And then there's the skeptics that whenever I say that's one of my top coins, I mention Compound and Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I always include Stellar in there because I believe Stellar Lumens has the potential to go on and do incredible things. It's had a very interesting run-up in the 2020 and 2021 season. There's currently over 100 billion lumens out there in the ecosystem, but this, to me, is a foundational coin within crypto that's been around for years that I think could possibly change the game. Let me know what you think. Put a comment below and tell me what are your thoughts on this. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And thank you so much for sticking with me. I appreciate it. Bye.